The morning sun bathed the houses in a warm glow. It was a picture-perfect small town. Neighbours knew each other, children played on the sidewalks, and at the heart of it all was Emily. Emily as Emily. People said I had a pure heart. Maybe it was the way I saw the good in everyone. Or perhaps it was my unwavering belief in true love. Emily as Emily. My friends would tease me about my old-fashioned ways. I knew my time would come, and when it did, it would be something extraordinary. The local library was Emily's haven. Surrounded by towering shelves and the scent of aged paper, she felt most at peace. Emily as Emily, I wasn't one to follow the crowd. I marched to the beat of my own drum, guided by my intuition and unwavering values. Her friends admired her for it, even if they didn't always understand. She knew that true love was worth the wait. Emily had a gift for words. She could weave tales that transported you to another world. Emily as Emily. Every night before drifting off to sleep, I would pour my heart onto the pages of my journal. I wrote about my day, my hopes, my longing for a love that would set my soul on fire. Emily knew that true love wasn't about fleeting moments of passion. It was about finding someone who saw her for who she was. Emily woke to the sound of birdsong. Sunlight streamed through her window, painting her room in a warm glow. Emily as Emily. After a breakfast of toast and tea, I settled into my favourite armchair by the window. The hours melted away as Emily lost herself in the world of the book.
Later that evening, I met my friends at our usual spot, a cosy little cafe.
Laughter and chatter filled the air as Jessica and Chloe filled me in on their week.
I listened patiently, my heart warming at my friends' happiness.
Chloe, a gentle soul with a heart of gold, was facing a dilemma of the heart. She sought my advice, her voice laced with uncertainty.
I listened intently, offering words of comfort and support. As the evening drew to a close, I received a text from my grandmother. The text was an invitation to visit her at her cottage in the countryside. My heart skipped a beat. The next morning, I packed a small bag and set off for her cottage. Upon arriving at the cottage, I was greeted with a warm hug and a plate of freshly baked cookies. As we sat by the fireplace, sipping tea and sharing stories, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. When I finished, she smiled gently.
My dear, true love is a rare and precious gift.
She reached into her knitting basket and pulled out a faded blue envelope.
This letter arrived for you a few weeks ago.
My fingers trembled slightly as I took the envelope. I took a deep breath and slowly broke the seal. The letter was written on thin, delicate paper. The ink faded with time. I carefully unfolded it, my eyes scanning the elegant cursive script. It was dated 5 years prior, signed simply, Liam. I read the letter slowly, my brow furrowed in thought. Liam wrote of a chance meeting at the town library, of stolen glances, and a shared love for classic literature. He wrote of a longing to know me better, of a connection he couldn't ignore. My heart pounded in my chest. I showed the letter to my grandmother, my mind awhirl with questions.
Liam is a good man. He's been coming to this town every summer since he was a boy.
Emily's grandmother explained that Liam was an artist, drawn to the beauty and tranquility of their small town.
He never forgot you, Emily.
Emily couldn't deny the pull she felt, the strange sense of destiny that had led her to this moment. She decided to take a leap of faith. Liam's voice was just as Emily had imagined, deep and resonant. They talked for hours that first night, bridging the years with shared stories and laughter. S2, hello?
I never forgot you, Emily. Your memory stayed with me like a cherished dream.
They promised to stay in touch, and true to their word, phone calls turned into daily texts. Emily found herself sharing her hopes, dreams and fears with Liam. Weeks turned into months, summer faded into fall, and still Emily and Liam nurtured their long-distance connection. They discovered a shared love for classic films and debated the merits of their favorite authors.
I'm coming to town next weekend. Any chance you'd meet me for coffee at our spot?
Emily's heart skipped a beat. She had never met Liam in person, but the thought of finally seeing his face sent a thrill through her. Emily found herself daydreaming about their meeting. She could only hope that the spark they shared would ignite into something real. The bell above the coffee shop door chimed, announcing Liam's arrival. Emily's breath caught in her throat. Even from across the room, she recognized him instantly. He held a bouquet of sunflowers, their faces tilted towards the light. Their eyes met across the room, and a wave of warmth washed over Emily. Time seemed to slow as he approached. Emily rose from her chair, her heart pounding against her ribs. S2, Emily.
These reminded me of you, S1, Liam.
For a moment, they simply stood there, their gazes locked in a silent acknowledgement of the connection they had built. They talked for hours that day, their initial awkwardness melting away. Liam was everything Emily had hoped for and more. Kind, intelligent, and with a depth of soul. As the afternoon sun cast long shadows across the town, they decided to take a walk in the park. Emily felt a sense of contentment settle over her as they strolled along the winding paths.
I always wanted a family.
Emily's heart ached with a tenderness she had never known. As evening approached, they found themselves at the edge of the park, the setting sun painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson. Liam reached out, his fingers brushing against Emily's. The touch sent a jolt of electricity through her, a mixture of longing and fear. She had never felt so drawn to anyone before, but a part of her held back, hesitant to surrender to the intensity of her emotions.
Emily, I know this is probably too soon, but I can't deny how I feel about you. From the moment I saw you at the library all those years ago, I felt a connection I couldn't ignore. And now, after all this time, being with you, talking to you, it just feels...
His voice trailed off, unable to find the words to express the depth of his feelings. Emily's heart ached with the weight of what she knew she had to do. As much as she was drawn to Liam, as much as she yearned for his touch, she couldn't betray her principles, the values that were so deeply ingrained in her being.
Liam, everything you're saying, everything we feel, it's real. I know it is. But I need you to know that I believe in waiting. I believe that physical intimacy should be a testament to something deeper, something sacred.
Liam listened intently, his gaze never leaving her face. When she finished speaking, he reached out and gently cupped her cheek, his thumb stroking her skin with a tenderness that stole her breath away.
Emily, I understand, and I respect you even more for staying true to yourself.
The night was cool, the stars a million pinpricks of light against the velvet sky. Emily and Liam stood on the bridge overlooking the river, the gentle murmur of water a soothing counterpoint to the turmoil in Emily's heart. Liam had understood, truly understood her need to wait. His respect solidified everything she felt for him.
I'm willing to wait, Emily. However long it takes, however you need it to be. What we have, what we're building, it's worth cherishing, worth honoring.
Emily's heart ached with the depth of her feelings. Liam's patience, his willingness to put her needs before his own, solidified everything she had sensed in him. He was a man of rare integrity, of quiet strength and unwavering respect. He was, she realized, the embodiment of the love she had always dreamed of.
Liam, I don't want you to think I don't feel it too, this pull between us. It's just, I need to stay true to myself, to us.
The weeks that followed were a blend of blissful highs and agonizing lows. Emily and Liam's connection deepened with every passing day, their conversations weaving a tapestry of shared dreams, aspirations and vulnerabilities. Yet a seed of doubt had been sown in Emily's mind. The whispers started subtly, a friend's offhand comment about taking things slow, a magazine article touting the importance of physical intimacy in a relationship. Emily found herself questioning her convictions, wondering if her insistence on waiting was archaic, a relic of a bygone era. She confided in Jessica and Chloe, their familiar faces etched with concern as she poured out her doubts.
Live a little, Em. Embrace the passion that's so clearly there between you and Liam. Remember your strength, Emily. Your unwavering commitment to your values is what makes you special.
But what if I'm wrong? What if I'm pushing Liam away, denying something that could be truly special?
The fear was a cold knot in her stomach, a constant shadow against the bright light of her love for Liam. Liam, ever perceptive, sensed the shift in Emily. He listened patiently as she voiced her fears, his hand resting reassuringly over hers.
Emily, your beliefs are a part of what makes you so incredible. Don't ever doubt that. And please, don't ever feel pressured to compromise who you are for me or for anyone.
His words were a lifeline, a testament to the depth of his respect and understanding, but it was his actions, the way he continued to cherish her, to honor her boundaries, that truly eased Emily's mind. He showered her with thoughtful gestures, sending her handwritten letters filled with poetry and prose, surprising her with picnics under the stars, and always respecting her need for space and time. One rainy Saturday afternoon, as they sat curled up on the couch, watching old movies and sharing a bowl of popcorn, Emily knew in her heart that she had found something rare and precious. Liam's love was not conditional, not dependent on physical intimacy. It was a love that ran deeper than any fleeting passion, a love built on a foundation of respect, trust, and unwavering commitment.
Liam, I don't want to wait anymore.
His eyes widened, a mixture of hope and apprehension flickering across his face.
Not in the way you might think. I know what we have is real, is true, and I don't want to deny it any longer.
As their lips met in a kiss, it was more than just a physical connection. It was a testament to their journey, a celebration of the love they had so carefully nurtured. It was a promise whispered under a starlit sky, a promise of a future built on a foundation of pure, unwavering love. The air buzzed with excitement. Emily adjusted her graduation cap, the tassel a playful reminder of the journey she'd taken. The stage seemed miles away, a symbol of the future stretching before her, full of promise and possibility. Around her, classmates chattered excitedly, their voices a symphony of nervous anticipation and relief. She spotted her parents in the crowd, their faces beaming with pride. Beside them stood Liam, his gaze meeting hers across the sea of faces. His smile was a silent affirmation, a reminder of the unwavering support he'd offered throughout the ups and downs of the past year. Their journey hadn't been conventional, but it had been theirs, built on a foundation of respect, patience, and a love that deepened with each passing day. As Emily walked across the stage, her name echoing through the auditorium, a wave of gratitude washed over her. She had stayed true to herself, navigating the choppy waters of societal expectations and peer pressure without compromising her values. Her heart swelled with the knowledge that she had found a love that honored her, challenged her, and celebrated her for the woman she was. The ceremony concluded, Emily rushed into her parents' embrace, their warmth a tangible reminder of the unwavering love that had anchored her throughout her life. Then she turned to Liam, his eyes reflecting the joy and pride that radiated from within her.
You were amazing, he whispered, his voice husky with emotion as he pulled her close.
His embrace was a haven, a safe harbor amidst the chaos of the celebration. Emily breathed in his scent, a familiar mix of sandalwood and fresh air, and felt a sense of peace settle over her. They walked hand in hand through the throngs of celebrating families, their fingers intertwined, a silent promise etched into their touch. Their journey was far from over, but in that moment, surrounded by the echoes of accomplishment and the promise of a future unwritten, Emily knew she had found something rare and precious. She had found a love that honored her spirit, nurtured her dreams, and respected her choices. A love that had weathered the storms of doubt and emerged stronger, more resilient, more beautiful than she could have ever imagined. As they walked towards the setting sun, its golden rays painting the sky in hues of hope and promise, Emily leaned into Liam's side, her heart overflowing with love and gratitude. Their love story was still being written, each shared experience a brushstroke on the canvas of their lives, and Emily knew, with an unwavering certainty that defied logic and transcended words, that theirs was a love destined to endure, a love story unfolding one precious moment at a time. Fade out.